Hi, today we're listening to Spooky Tooth again and going back to the Spooky 2 album and listening to the song Hangman, Hang My Shell on a Tree. Fantastic song. No one listens to it. We'll discuss it afterwards, but here we go.
Someone said he who knows and knows nothing, yeah. He who knows he knows and nothing really knows. But I have searched and I never could find a way to make my true self unwind. And while I sit here waiting to die, I can see where I am and can tell you why. Time's got ahead. Can't you see? 'Cause my life's running out on me. I've forgotten how it was meant to be. So hang a shell on a tree. It's all so easy, like the time when I first learned, yeah. It's all the same since the day the world first turned, yeah. But I never tried to listen or wait. Now it's so clear, but for me it's too late. So I sit here trying not to cry. I only want a piece, and I must die. Time's got ahead. Can't you see? 'Cause my life's running out on me. I've forgotten how it was meant to be.
Yeah. Spooky Tooth from Spooky 2. Here we go. There's the album. A prized album in my record collection, I can tell you. It's the only Spooky Tooth album I have, but it is the essential one to have. Released in March of 1969, and it really didn't sell very well anywhere. Well, not in the UK. A little bit in Canada and the US, and I think it got to number 44 in the US. Um, wow, I just love that track. Of course, it's the final track of the album, and it just sends the album away on this almost gospel feel, doesn't it? And there's twinges of gospel all the way through this album. And these are British guys. There's, well, Gary Wright, of course, who wrote the song. I apologise. Is from the US. So of course there's some US influence there. The other guys are all British, but yeah, an underappreciated long forgotten gem, except for those people who have it. And I'm sure people like me who have it play it quite a lot. Uh, yeah. Yes, we are listening to more Spooky Tooth. We're trying to get to more songs that are underappreciated. And this is this is a band, Spooky Tooth, who nearly all of them all went on to other things, other interesting things, not necessarily bigger and better things, although maybe in a couple of cases bigger, but not necessarily better. But what a band. Gary Wright wrote the song. He was the keyboard player. And of course, he became very well known and had a big hit in the mid 70s with Dreamweaver, one of the early all keyboard albums, all electronic keyboard albums. And I read a quote somewhere that someone was saying he is as important as Rick Wakeman and Keith Emerson in the boom of keyboards, electronic keyboards, into rock in from the 70s onwards. I don't know if that's quite true. Whether his impact was quite as great as those two keyboard greats are, I'm not so sure. I had Dreamweaver for quite a while. I've lost it. Um, Strangely enough, I haven't rushed to replace it, so maybe it didn't quite make that kind of impact on me. But it got to number one all over the place. And of course, Gary Wright became very good friends with George Harrison and played on just about all of George's solo albums from the mid 70s onwards. They bonded over their interest um, in Indian culture, Indian religion, and I read somewhere that somebody close to George is saying that Gary was one of those rare George Harrison friends. He wasn't a huge, big music star. He wasn't somebody who knew him from before he was the Beatles. And he wasn't um, somebody who kind of hung around the same kind of scene. They just met each other and bonded. And the music came afterwards. Really interesting. Uh, Beautiful guitar on Hangman from Luther Grosvenor. The acoustic guitar at the beginning is so evocative, and of course Luther Grosvenor went on to bigger things, I guess, with Mott the Hoople, um, changing his name to Ariel Bender. And the story about Ariel Bender is that um, Mott the Hoople were they were touring with a British singer called Lindsay DePaul, And one day, Mick Ralphs, who was the guitarist that Luther replaced in Mott the Hoople, and of course went on to Bad Company, Mick Ralphs was in a bit of a mood and walking down the street, and he was randomly bending all the car aerials he could see on his side of the street. Not a nice thing to do. Um, yeah, Lindsay DePaul said, "Yeah, well, what are you, an aerial bender?" And then when Luther Grosvenor joined the band, uh, I think Ian Hunter said to him, "I want you to have a stage name. I don't know why this all happened, but you should have a stage name." Um, and Lindsay was around and she said, "How about Ariel Bender?" So there we are. Greg Ridley on bass. I mean, all these are superb players, and Greg Ridley, of course, soon after this album was recorded, joined Steve Marriott and Peter Frampton in Humble Pie, uh, and made a good career out of Humble Pie for quite a few years. Mike Kelly on drums co-wrote quite a few of the songs, and he became drummer with the only ones who came through the punk and very early new wave time, sort of 77, 78. And they had quite some success in the UK, the only ones, for a while. And I think Mike went into a little bit of production after that. Um, the only person who never really joined a bigger band or had more success was main vocalist Mike Harrison, who also played keyboards. Now that's his vocals there. Um, Incredible vocalist, but never really. I think he tried to keep Spooky Tooth going. It didn't really work. Despite having all kinds of interesting people join them in later years, people like Mick Jones, who would then leave and, of course, create Foreigner. And he had the most success of the lot, didn't he? If we put Foreigner on the channel, would you watch? Interesting. I do have their first 5 albums. Um, yeah. So that's Spooky Tooth. That is Hangman, Hang My Shell on a Tree. The image is quite evocative. Tell me what you think of this particular band. What do you think of the album? It is a classic album. It's a classic album that's a forgotten album. It's one of those hidden gems, and I love it. Again, I bought it in South Africa for very little money. Um, I'd heard the name and it was so cheap. I thought, well, I'll buy it and just see what it's like. One of those lucky events when you just buy something and it turns out to be good. Fortunately, I never had very many of those buy something and it turns out to be awful albums. Hardly ever. So I'm very thankful for that. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel, um, and take a look at our Patreon as well, which is free access to everybody. Let me know what you think of this particular song, and tell me all your memories of those days. Wow, 1969. Those were the days. Thanks very much. I think we'll call it a day for now. Let me know what you think, and we'll join up again tomorrow, because tomorrow is Tuesday, so it's Moody Tuesday. We have a Moody Blues song tomorrow. That's always fun. So I look forward to seeing you then. But until then, cheers everybody.